Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Vampire 218 here, and I am bringing you my week 3 match of the IDL. We've had 2 rough weeks so far, and we're hoping to turn it around this week. Little spoiler alert, we don't. Anyway, this is the team I'm bringing. I'm going against Banded Caterpie. And, he's a really good battler. He may have a team that's really underrated, but his team, he knows what he's doing. And, he's 2-0 going into this. So I figure, I can't just destroy him. And sorry if you can hear that. My dog is, going crazy in the background. He is so upset about the outcome of this match. So I figured I have to outlast Corey. I have to, outplay him, do toxic stall, do various types of stall like that to actually be able to win, because he plays a very strategic, very bulky, and he has those heals that he can just bring. So I'm bringing Mandibuzz, Defog, Roost with pure defense, Rocky Helmet. This, and HP obviously, this is a good physical tank. Not very many things can just hit this thing very hard. Even super effective hits are only going to do about half. So, knockoff is a damage move, and then toxic, because it's really hard to damage this thing. Cobalion, very similar set. I should have probably gone one less on the HP, but oh well. Very similar to the Cobalion, physically defensive, with quick attack as priority, Zen Headbutt to take on things like Mega Venusaur. Roar in case he wants to try and set up, and Stealth Rock so that we can get rocks up, because those will be important. Tentacruel is our spinner. Obviously we have an Assault Vest so that this thing can be the, this just huge special defensive wall. We've got Rapid Spin, Ice Beam, Scald, Sludge Bomb so that we can cover the majority of what he could bring against us. Florges, another Assault Vest user, so we have our second pure special defense tank with actually quite a bit of special attack. So Giga Drain, Moonblast, Psychic, Petal Dance, and Petal Dance just because look at how, it hits some of his mons pretty good. So Porygon 2 with Eviolite, it's our mixed tank, to be honest. We do have a good amount of moves on it though. Good coverage, Tri-Attack hits a lot of things pretty good with Stab. Especially, Trace I just have because it's going to be more important than anything else. And Gourgeist is, Leech, Seed, this is our super, also Seed Bomb, Toxic Protect, another Toxic Staller, Pure Defense as well. So we're going to jump into the match, and we see he brings the Cofagrigus, the Garchomp, the Slowbro, the Mega Venusaur, Staraptor, and Granbull. So already I'm seeing that he has such bulk that I definitely prepped right in terms of, my wall breakers wouldn't be able to break his walls faster than his walls could wear me down. So I lead with Cobalion here as he leads with Garchomp, and I'm figuring, I want to get up rocks. So we do trade rocks here, and it's pretty fair. I'm thinking this is going to be one of those matches where we're switching a lot. So rocks are definitely going to do their work. So after that, I end up switching out into the Mandibuzz, predicting something like an EQ. I predict correctly. He does go for EQ here, which is beautiful for me. So now I'm in Mandibuzz. I'm thinking I want to get rid of these rocks. I didn't switch into the Tentacruel because Tentacruel, I don't want Tentacruel taking that EQ. I didn't want Tentacruel taking anything Garchomp could throw out. So I end up defogging here, and it's kind of a mistake because I forgot I get rid of my own. I actually Toxic first because I was figuring Toxic is the right play, but I get outplayed. He switches into Mega Venusaur, so I do go for defog here, and it is a mistake on my part because I forgot that it gets rid of my own rocks. He goes for a Leech Seed here, and I'm like, oh no, he has that set, so I'm thinking I may as well switch into my Gourgeist. Gourgeist does not mind getting seeded because it doesn't work. But he predicts that, and you'll see here he goes for Sludge Bomb, and that I didn't think he'd predict that, but he did. So that's one of the dangers of going against Corey. Banded Caterpie is a very, very real threat in this league. Many people think, oh, he has a garbage team. Well, he is the one who's, dominating this league so far. So I get a little bit of leftovers health back. I'm forced to switch into Cobalion, and I get a free switch here because of that. So goes back into Garchomp. I go for Zen Headbutt, making a very poor play here. And I make a very poor play because what I should have done is realize there's no way he's staying in on Cobalion when he's got a no Cobalion, is either going for Volt Switch, which isn't going to hit either of his things very good, or is going for a physical move, which Garchomp can take. So that was my own fault. You know, I'm mispredicted, and I take, you know, I reap the consequences. We treat Stealth Rocks again, and I go into Florges this time, predicting a Dragon move. He does go for the Dragon move, which is good. Now, I am predicting him to switch at this point, because I'm thinking there's no way he stays in on a Florges, which should be able to, like, it can OHKO him with a Moonblast. So I'm thinking he's going to switch into Mega Venusaur, because Mega Venusaur can take a Moonblast pretty well. But he does stay in, and Psychic just hits him and does, like, nothing. So I'm realizing I've probably just lost from that play alone, because now Florges doesn't have the health to, you know, Florges was one of my main win cons in terms of actual damage. And its only goal was to take out that Mega Venusaur. After that, I could Toxic Stall his whole team. But I mess up, and you know, it's pretty bad. So, goes for EQ, predicting a switch, which, you know, I do, but not into the one he wanted. He Dragon Tails me out, but the Rocky Helmet makes him eat some damage here. So, he frisks me, or I frisk him, I find his Rocky Helmet. He goes into Mega Venusaur, and I, again, get outplayed because I go for a Leech Seed. I am forced to switch out into Cobalion here, predicting a Sludge Bomb, which happens. He goes for the Seed, I stay in, but I'm able to roar him out into the Staraptor, making Staraptor take a little bit of rocks damage, but then the Leech Seed kind of gets rid of that. So I switch out into Mandibuzz because I'm thinking, you know, Mandibuzz is going to be able to take whatever he can do. U-turn hits me neutral because I forgot I'm Dark type, but Rocky Helmet does bring him back down to 75%. He goes into the Granbull here and intimidates me down, which doesn't really matter because I'm not really physical. So I roost myself up, and he Thunder Waves me, and that's fine because I'm actually really slow. He Play Roughs me, and it takes a good chunk of my health out. So I'm able to Toxic him, though. Now, realizing just how much I lose from Play Rough, I can't, you know, outstall this. So Play Roughs on the Tentacruel, and it does a lot of damage. And that's actually really surprising to me because Tentacruel is pretty bulky, and it resists that type. So this Granbull was definitely a wall breaker. Goes into Cofagrigus. I go for Sludge Bomb, just trying to kill the Granbull. I'm trying to get I'm trying to just get kills at this point, and it doesn't work, which sucks. So I just go for a Scald here, and I'm able to get the burn off, and that's really nice. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, burning me back. It doesn't make that much of a difference for me personally because I'm special. So I'm forced to switch into Mandibuzz here, and he switches into the Slowbro, which isn't bad. I wasn't sure what he was going to go for here, so I just thought, you know, get a good switch. So Scald is able to take out Mandibuzz, which really sucks. I go into Porygon 2, and I'm able to trace the Regenerator, which means that this thing will get its health back whenever it switches back in. I go for Tri-Attack here because it's Stab. It's going to do the most damage to basically anything but Cofagrigus. And he goes into Cofagrigus. He was trying to sack it, but, you know, I made a mistake here by going for Tri-Attack. I go for Ice Beam here, and he's able to live, which is huge that he lives with a crit. And again, that's my own fault here for going for Tri-Attack when I could have just killed Cofagrigus. And he Pain Splits, and that's the game right there because I can't break Cofagrigus like that because I don't have the damage to just kill it. He can burn and Pain Split me all day now. And it really sucks because, you know, I'm forced to try and recover, and you can Pain Split. Because I can't stall this thing out because Burn's only ever doing 12%. So I go into Florges, predicting another Pain Split, and that's kind of a nice play. That's, you know, I was predicting that, and he did do it, so that was nice. I'm not sure what he was thinking here, what I was going to go for, but obviously I do go for a Moonblast because it's my strongest move, does nothing. And he's able to Synthesis back. Psychic does 50%, which is nice. He Sludge Bombs, brings it down to 4% though because of the Assault Vest. And he's able to live a second Psychic. And that sucks because I got a minimum roll on that. Because you see the first one, it did 50%. The next one did 45%. So that really sucks that I got a low roll because that could have easily been a Venusaur death. And it could have made the difference between, you know, winning and losing. So either way, he goes into Venusaur again, and I go into Cobalion. He goes into Slowbro. I quick attack, just trying to kill the Mega Venusaur. He reveals the Rocky Helmet. I'm predicting a Scald. He Psyshocks, does nothing, which is nice. I go for Leech Seed, which is good to get some healing back. And again, I don't care about Thunder Waves. I'm slow. I'm not a speed team. So he switches into Granbull here, which is Toxic, and I get intimidated, and I try Toxic, and I make another mistake by not predicting a switch. So, you know, he Heal Bells, curing his whole team, which really sucks, and I get paralyzed. And you can already see how this match is going. You know, I'm taking a play rough here, and I Leech Seed him, but you can already see I'm losing momentum in this match because he has a really good Cleric, and I just kind of have bulk. Goes into Staraptor, and I'm figuring, you know, I'm full defense. I should be able to live one flying move, but I'm not, and that's really weird for me that it doesn't live one flying move from this thing. So I go into Porygon, I Trace Reckless, I'm able to live one from this thing, and Ice Beam is able to take out Staraptor, which is nice, that I finally got a kill on Corey. Goes into the Garchomp, and I'm thinking, but I don't outspeed the Garchomp because it must have had some sort of speed investment, and he kills it. Switches into the Slowbro, and obviously I'm going for an Ice Beam here because Ice Beam does pretty well against what he has on his team. So I just Sludge Bomb. I'm just trying to, you know, take this thing out, and Psyshock kills it. I go into Cobalion here, and I'm looking. I don't have anything I can do against Slowbro, and I die. And he's able to heal himself up. I go into Florges, and it's dead. So that's been my week 3 match of the IDL. Another loss. Hopefully in week 4 we will turn it around. We're not doing too well so far. There are some real good coaches in this league. So I've been Vampire218, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!